Hey guys, I'm Alessio and this is my cinema, and today I'm gonna talk about Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, as you know, is a movie directed and also written by Steven Spielberg. And I chose this movie for many reasons. The first reason is because I decided that this month, which is May, it will be a month in which I will make every week at least a review of movies of Steven Spielberg that I didn't saw. Mostly, for example, next week it will be one of the 80s, next 90s, then 2000s, and I want to do this because I missed, for example, except the T.E.E.T., all of these movies in the 80s, and also I miss Schindler's List in the 90s and Munich in the 2000s, and I chose this movie because I thought that maybe put a topic inside of those movies that are very old will be more interesting for the people. For example, now I want to talk with my relationship with with Steven Spielberg, but I also want to speak a little about the movie, which is a movie which sees as the main character Richard Dreyfuss, which I didn't saw many movies of him. I know that he is a good actor, and he mostly made a lot of movies in the 80s and 70s. And this movie sees his character, which had a close encounter of the third kind, and I will put the list in the video about the other two kinds because now I'm missing one of them. He starts after this encounter having vision of a certain shape. After he will get to understand that this shape it's a place, and it's a place in Wyoming when he will get to go, but he won't be the only one because everyone that has got this encounter has this vision, and all of them, at least who recognize the place, is trying to get there. But they are not the only one. Also, the army is there because they are planning, thanks to a French scientist, has developed a way, thanks to all the people that they met, to communicate with them, which is a little song. This will happen when they will meet the mothership. They will start talking, and ultimately they will get back all the people that was taken by the aliens. Except the good atmosphere created by Spielberg, this movie has other two good points. One is the cinematography by Vilmos Zsigmond, which unfortunately died on this year, right at the beginning, on the 1st of January, and the music composed by John Williams, which is one of the greatest composers in the movie history, which in the industry, which also worked many times with the Spielberg. But as I said in this video, I wanted to talk about my relationship with Spielberg, because everyone or most of the people thinks that Spielberg is one of the greatest director, and everyone loves his movies. But I don't have so many information and knowledge on how to judge a director, so I can't judge about direction technically. The only way I judge direction is for the emotion that makes me feel through the shots and camera movement and so on. That's the only way in which I can judge. And based on that, I think he makes two kind of movies. One that it's very serious, like for example Lincoln or Saving the Private Ryan, and I suppose even Schindler's List or Munich, for example. I think it's one of those. Then there is another kind, and it's the one more fantasy or fairy, with movies like Close Encounters of the Third Kind, or for example E.T., or also Hook. Those movies and also BFG, which will came out this year, will be this side of Spielberg and others. And maybe he has also even another side which is more playful or sort of with movies like Catch Me If You Can or the Indiana Jones movies. And even if I have saw many of his movies, I think around 15 of his movies, I really still don't know how to judge him. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but many other directors, I understand them, who they are and what they make. With Spielberg, I still have a problem. Probably that's because it could be because he is a genius in direction. But the fact that he is so mysterious and that I don't understand him, it's one of the reasons that probably he is not among my favorite directors. Probably because I don't perfectly relate to him, even if I love most of his movies. For example, Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's my favorite movie of all time. I didn't found any problem with it. I love from the first second to the last one. I really don't know why. Which is my problem with Spielberg and the fact that I don't understand. And if there was someone watching me, I would ask you to tell me in the comments, well, what do you think about him? Why maybe do you think that he is your favorite director or among them? Or for example, why you don't like him? Because for me he's in a sort of limbo where I like his movies, but I really can't put him anywhere as a director because it's a weird situation for me with him. I always think about him because he gets named many times because he made many movies which are classic and that has been watched tons of times, like also Jurassic Park or Jaws, which I didn't name. And I think that's one of the reasons why he's one of the best directors and not just technically perfect as everyone says. But I can judge him technically because I didn't study the direction, and I think that if you haven't studied or tried direction, I think you can't judge technically direction. And I would love to study direction, also a bit of photography and screenwriting, just to know a bit more on how to judge a movie, and maybe just one day enter in this industry, because I'm not studying for sure to do this, but I can say that I may have a dream, as someone more famous than me will say, even if this dream is much more egoistic than the dream that Martin Luther King had. But still, if you want to share your opinion about Spielberg with me, leave a comment, like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more of those videos with topics. And see you next time.